missed practice yesterday, but all good to go for tonight?
Yeah. Obviously, low maintenance. Felt good today, so I'm good to go.
What do you take away from how the team played the other night and your line in particular?
No, yeah, I thought it was a good effort from everyone. I thought obviously our line played some good hockey and had a lot of ozone time and created some goals. So it was a good game.
Playing the Flames tonight, what are the emotions going to be like seeing those guys on the other side?
That will be fun. Obviously, I spent a lot of time there and a lot of friends there, so it will be fun. Fun to see them all again.
How's the mindset of this group been evolving as things start to heat up here down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I think the closer you get to obviously the playoffs, the mindset is going to change more and more, and obviously I think we want to have a good stretch here last couple of games and put ourselves in a good position to like I said, to be in such a good spot as possible for the playoffs. So obviously played some decent hockey lately, so got to keep maintaining and keep getting better.
I know you're focused on what's going on here, but as you play your former team for the first time, do you think about those 6 seasons and maybe just what that group meant to you over there for at least maybe one day?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, had a lot of good years in Calgary, and it was always be special to special place in my heart. Obviously, I have a lot of friends, like I said, and so it'll be fun to play them. Obviously, probably a little more different going back to Calgary, but this is a mini step, and it'll be fun to obviously be out there and battling and see all the faces again.
Do you expect to hear from one guy more than maybe perhaps the others, or is
I don't have any expectations going into this game. We'll see, but obviously I've kept in touch with a couple of guys, but I mean there's so the schedule is so busy throughout the season, so I mean just try to focus here and make this last push as good as possible and be ready for the playoffs.
Playing with Mikheyev, what has he brought to your line, and what can you guys do to create offense together?
I mean, he's a fast player. He's moving well out there, and right now he's playing with a lot of confidence. So, it's pretty easy to play with him. Try to give him the puck. He's making plays and creating a lot of room for me as well. So, he's been looking really good.
Rick, I guess we'll start any lineup changes from Thursday night heading into.
No, same.
That's good. This is the first time you get to see the Flames at home, but you've seen them on the road a couple times. Does anything change when you're matching up against a team like this, playing on home ice?
No, just from the past history of this year we played them. You look at that sort of stuff. They've had a few changes. They got some other guys in the lineup looking to impress the coaches. It's one of those things. Obviously, I think Markstrom starting tonight. Obviously, hell of a goalie. So you look at those things when you look at Calgary.
Is there, I guess, from like a player's perspective, from a coach's perspective, whatever you see in the room, what's it like for guys like Zadorov and Lindholm to go up against a team that they played for years?
No, you always want to play good games against your teams that you've been traded. And it's the same thing. It's anytime you leave another team, you have a lot of great memories and friends, but you always want to play well. I mean, that's a given. From why wouldn't you?
You've been asked a fair bit about Mikheyev here lately. A month ago, that night in Seattle, he played 7 minutes. There was nothing going on in his game. Did it ever get close to being healthy scratch time for him? Need a reset?
Well, listen, I mean, when you start getting 7 minutes and you're getting less and less, it was more, we had different approaches, like a lot of video with him, different way of talking. I think that helped. But I think it was accountability from him. He knew he wasn't moving his feet. Now, if you look, I think, just the way he's chasing the puck down, I think he's holding on the puck more than I've ever seen him this year in the offensive zone, not throwing it away. And when you do that, you get confidence. I think his confidence is coming. I know he's not scoring, but I think those 2 assists last game is going to help him. I think confidence. Sometimes a cheap assist or some kind of point helps a guy, but I don't know with him. I think it's just his speed that really gives him the confidence.
I mean, the entire team seemed to hit a wall there.
Yeah.
It was 10 games and 17 nights. Do you think a guy coming off knee surgery, can he benefit more maybe than anybody with the way the schedule has relaxed here in the month of March?
Yeah. I think so. I think a guy like him, whether it's strategic with the days off, practice time, I think Mick's a guy that, for me, it seems like when we have some good practice times, it seems like he plays better the next game. Like some guys don't. If you have older guys, sometimes less practice, they can still play. I think he's the type of guy that needs his reps. And he needs to be, like, he asks a lot, he should ask a lot of questions, but he wants to know where to go. He's one of those guys. Some players, you don't have to tell much, but he wants to know every situation, where do you want me to go? And every voice in the coach's room says, you got to be here. You got to be slashing across. You got to be flying. And he's been taking that to heart.
Rick, we've talked over the last few weeks about the intensity building of all of these games and what everyone has to play for. How have you seen the mindset of this group evolve maybe over the last week or so where they've played tight defensively and really continued trying to build?
Yeah, I think that's it, Kate. I think it's, for me, is that them understanding how we have to play the game and how we get to our game. We could struggle the first 5 minutes or we could struggle in the game, but how quick can we get back to our game? I think that's the key, and that's helped us the last week or two. I think that third period against Montreal, the way I think we played really well without the puck. I thought we managed the game really well. I didn't see guys trying high-risk plays. I just thought us locking the game down. I think that's the attitude you have to have, especially this time of the year, going into the hopefully postseason. I think you have to think that way. And I'm seeing a little more maturity from that the last 4 or 5 games, and you get good results, right? If you keep teams down to single digits and chances, which we have in a couple of games lately, it gives your team confidence.